We did it.
Sort of.
We were already live on YouTube when that happened.
Yeah.
So they're like, what the
Like,
heck are they doing?
seems closer.
Oh, weird. Did you move it a little? Like we talked about?
I guess.
It looks different.
Whatever. Anyway,
Okay.
it does look different.
Yeah.
Looks like zoomed in.
Yeah, or almost zoomed out.
That's fine. No.
In a way, because you can see everything. But I guess it's because of the wall.
Looks like there's some new things there. I don't want to touch them. Hello.
Yeah, I see that.
So,
hi, everybody. So, first things might look a little different to you guys. I don't know how much you can tell. But before you can really see it well on YouTube, actually.
Yeah.
Our product wall was really just leaning up against the back wall of our studio, and now Nick has actually made it standing up and
that's not the surprise,
and fully install it. Hey, Daniel, we were just talking about you.
Yeah, I hope you're good down there in Florida.
Yeah, I know there's a big one coming, so hope you're doing good. Going to get. Sounds cool. Someone said I'm going to get in touch with you guys soon. Oops. Concept store opening, support handmade beautiful work. That's exciting. Definitely interested. What's the name? You're touching all kinds of stuff.
Anyway, so we wanted to have this be flat like an actual wall because the slight lean was casting a shadow on top, which was really bugging me.
And there was like wires and things you could see that was also...
wasn't good.
Yeah,
and
it looks
this
much
was
better
much
now.
better.
Especially YouTube's got a pretty good view.
So,
I guess it's the horizontal. Yeah, so you can see a lot of stuff back there.
Try to fill it up.
Talking about me, all bad things I expect. No, we want all good things for you.
So how do you want to do this?
Well, before we get to that, did we decide that we're going to open up Red in December for people to sign up?
I didn't tell anyone about that except for you. So I'm thinking of making a collection page for Red so you can sign up to be notified when it comes back officially for limited release in January, February.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Just giving away all the secrets today.
Listen, I don't know what's a secret anymore. You gotta tell me if it's a secret.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on talking about that, but now you know. That's not the secret either.
No. Also, this week, right, you can pre-order
Boda?
the Boda bag in our new burgundy color. There she is.
Of course.
Strap gets longer, strap gets shorter, full zipper closure.
And all the regular colors are just up on the site.
Yeah, you can order it in all the colors, including cerulean. Cerulean. But now you can pre-order her in a beautiful burgundy.
And then next week?
Yes. Next week will be, it looks so different from the middle
It does
one.
look so different.
Next week will be Mini Bowery and Big Bowery. Right,
Yes.
both together. So I'm actually working on making
Milled, regular.
Yeah, in burgundy. I'm working on the larger Bowery today, so that should be done soon. Daniel says, we are good, wife and kids evacuated, and I'm here holding down the fort.
Yeah.
Stay safe, Daniel. Maybe you should just consider evacuating too.
Yeah, consider. Someone recommended you guys for possible machine-made leather bag patterns.
Oh.
Can any of these be made on a flatbed industrial? Oh, that's a good question. I suppose we have like a rosy wallet. I suppose that one could be done.
That one you could, yeah.
On a flatbed, but
most bags you're gonna find you really want a cylinder arm machine. We do
unless you're blocking out like the bottom like a tote, but we don't have a tote pattern.
No, the patterns that are on our site, you're either gonna want to hand stitch it or have a cylinder arm as far as the bags go, as far as I can remember.
Also, Denny's was open, so I had to make a grand slam. Oh man.
Nice.
I'm doing great. Okay.
Okay. Stay safe, Daniel.
Yeah.
Keep us posted how you're doing. So yeah, I'd say, I mean, if you're interested in making bags on a sewing machine, you really, especially leather bags, if it's a fabric bag, you can get away with a lot more because it's floppier, but leather bags, you're going to want a cylinder arm just to be able to get in there and do the gussets and everything like that. Okay, I'm trying to remember if I'm missing anything before we get to the bigger news.
We're considering adding a couple accessories to our line as well. So if you have any ideas on like small items you'd like to see.
Yeah, we were thinking about kind of rounding out. So when we first got started, we did a lot of smaller leather goods, kind of all the ones you would expect. But our bags is what really took off. And now that like we're really solidified in bags and that's what we're doing, we want to kind of loop back around to some of the smaller leather goods, see if there's something that makes sense for us. We do have our Betty wallet, which is our smallest leather good that we really have. But, you know, we're open to ideas like keychains, I don't know, other things. So we used to have bookmarks, which did pretty well.
You're really dragging this out.
I'm sorry. Okay. So on to the more exciting news. I think we teased it.
Sunglass pouches. Yeah.
Yeah, that was another one I had on my list.
Yeah, we had talked about adding a design between now and the end of the year, like as a surprise, and that's kind of what's happening.
That's what's going on.
So for a long time, I feel like I've been searching, like I've been wanting to make a bag that's like a smaller size, like smaller than our Greta there. It's like a little tiny little guy. And I had like made a camera bag for myself, just as like
just for fun?
Just for funsies. So, anyway, when Leanne designed the Mave bags, I thought this might be a good opportunity to kind of meld those ideas together.
Right. So, drum roll please, here comes what we are calling the Mave crossbody bag. So you can see that it's a pretty simple...
It's a straightforward design.
Small crossbody bag. The shape of the lid is to mimic the Mave bags. Just grab, here's the larger Mave. So you can see it's got the same closure on it and that same shape. We were playing around with
miniature keychain versions of all your bags. I told you. I said that.
That's what Nick wants to do.
We need to make a little tiny thing.
I know it's a thing. Not. It feels so cheesy. I can't.
I think that's why I like it a little
bit. We played with the idea of adding this detail as well, but really, Nick made a few different versions of it, and actually really liked it when it was more simple, more streamlined.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we had one with that on the front. We had one with
the tapered sides.
Tapered sides that more mimicked kind of like the angles there. But it didn't feel right.
No, it didn't. It felt forced, I think, is really what it came down to. And the more simplified it looked, the better I felt like it looked on. So it's a really simple little either shoulder or crossbody bag, however you want to wear it. It's got our signature adjustable strap, which I always can never remember how to adjust when I have to do it on screen. So it can get, quite long, quite short.
They can't see you.
I'm trying my best. I'm only so tall.
Get taller.
It's just like an easy crossbody bag that I think you can really dress up or dress down, especially depending on which color you order. The strap is also detachable, which as far as like the crossbody bags that we have lots of different ones that kind of are a crossbody bag, but the Phoebe and the Greta, who I would say are closest to this bag, those straps are not detachable. So the other option with this is, one, you could either switch out your strap if you have a strap that you prefer to put on there, you could do that, or you could take the strap off and now you have a nice little clutch if you're going to like a wedding or something like that you want to feel a little fancier.
Fancy.
But yeah.
You wouldn't have to make them actually functioning bags. They could just be the silhouette of a bag with a few stitches.
That's exactly. Nick made
Small
it.
rivet to represent a snap. Yeah, I started making one, and she was like, "What are you doing?"
I get it, and I know that, like, what are they calling them? Bag...
I don't know. They're like charms.
Charms. Yeah, bag charms. It is like a whole thing. I know it is, but I don't know. I can't bring myself to it. I like a clean look, and so, like, to think about...
I'm also thinking more of, like, an actual product, but... Not that those aren't, like, people buy those, but it's just not quite the same.
Bag swag, yeah. That's a good
bag
swag. Oh, the other thing that Nick designed in this bag was a nice little cutout in the top of the lid so that the strap really sits nicely in there. It doesn't rattle around or go anywhere, and it's not going to bend the lid or anything like that either, so... Da-da-da. So the next question, so there she is in cerulean, here she is in the burgundy.
The colors really don't look...
No, that looks almost like black, but it's just so weird.
That's better.
And then...
Oh, did you show...
Baglet would be a much cuter name for the bag charms. Oh yeah, and the inside has the gold foil stamp. On the inside, just the same area as the regular Mave and the mini Mave. What else? So yeah, as far as release date on those go...
Yeah, we have to we have to figure out the timeline exactly.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fast.
It is. It's gonna be soon. And the idea would be that you'd be able to order them before the holiday deadline, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The other part of doing this, to be fully transparent, is we want to have like a decent, range of price points within our collection. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be one of our lower price point bags. It will be the lowest price point bag, I think.
Yes.
Right?
It should be.
Yeah.
And we're also thinking about it being in milled.
Yeah.
Which this one's not complete. This is the backside.
I've never caught you in a live, and I'm just thrilled to have made it. Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so I don't know what I was going to say. Lost my train of thought. But yeah, so we're thinking this bag is going to be coming out pretty soon. Might even be in conjunction with all of the burgundy pre-orders going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It may overlap a little bit. So, yeah. I'd say
because burgundy is going to end, like, I think...
Mid-October?
Mid-end October, so it has to.
Yeah. So, again, the idea is that it's a simple crossbody bag. The strap is detachable and adjustable. It's got our new closure that we really love. Sorry, YouTube. And it mimics the Mave. However, it's a much lower price point. I think it's a really great bag, especially if someone is, interested in getting into like a hemlock and hide bag, but maybe they're, you want to give it as a gift, or it's just a lower price point kind of like starter bag, we almost want to call it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I envisioned it, because I've seen a lot of people out in the world like with a bag
right, when we're
about
out,
that
we're
size.
Constantly staring at other people and what bags they have
We're
on.
not that creepy, but we might be.
We also don't leave the house all that often.
Right.
So.
What are these people doing? Yeah, we noticed a lot of times, we've noticed a lot of things, but there's like a bag size that we didn't really have.
Yes.
And thought we'd try it out.
Yeah, and we were going to kind of do it when we were talking about doing the big Sally bag. True. Which was to mimic our Sally wallet, and the idea was to make a larger version of this bag into being something more this size. And you did, and then we priced it out and felt that it wasn't, like, it didn't feel It didn't hit the price point that made sense. It was going to be too expensive for kind of what it was. Exactly. So we wanted to have something that was a lower price point that hit that size and kind of captured it all. Although I still do like the Sally. Yeah, you mean doing a larger version of the Sally? Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. So we're gonna call her the Mini Mave, or the Mave Crossbody. So.
And then another design.
Yes. Is
for
coming.
spring 2025. We'll have a similar. It'll be a part of the Mave collection.
Right.
I guess is what it's going to be now. Because that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 bags.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. So we'll have a fourth design coming early. When we say spring too, I feel like it's really January, February that we tend to release those.
The new designs are usually February, March.
Yeah, February, March. And I'm really excited about it. I can't stop thinking about making it. I just need to find the time. I've patterned out most of it.
I know. I watched. It's actually kind of good. I think this method for you might be a good way to do it. Like, get the pattern out slowly.
Yeah.
Kind of over time.
Yeah.
And then by the time you want to actually make it,
I've kind of thought through a lot of stuff.
So it's not like a solid week of your brain hurting.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that might be a good method.
Yeah. We'll see. But exciting. So, yeah. I don't know. Hopefully you guys are excited about it. I think it'll be a good addition to the collection. And, right. Yeah, and otherwise we're just churning through the Burgundy pre-orders and working on thinking of, small leather goods that we could add. That makes sense.
Yeah, we can't decide if people would be interested in like a card wallet, a keychain, a sunglass case.
Yeah. So if you have feelings or thoughts on that, please share. You can either put them in here or you can DM us later, whatever you want. But we'd love to hear what you guys, if you're interested in any smaller leather goods, what that would be.
I'm like waiting to find like the answer, and then it'll smack me in the face.
Yeah. I made this a while back, and we didn't end up doing anything with it. It's just like a essentially. Oops, I have my mic.
It's a cowbell.
I like that it looks like a cowbell, but it's like a keychain idea that you could either wear as a necklace or you can, loop it around your bag. And I just pulled that out the other day, just because I'm like, oh yeah, I did that a while ago. We never did anything with it, so that was another thought. But yeah, we haven't quite figured it out yet.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun, dun. Did you want to talk about those bags?
Oh. So we have, excuse me, we have 3 Sienna bags, which, as you might know, we don't carry this color anymore.
Yeah, so
and I think prototype, just hanging out. Extra.
Yeah. So we replaced Sienna with our burgundy color, so you can see the difference here. This is burgundy, that's Sienna. The Sienna is like a really nice medium brown. And I tended to sometimes prototype stuff in that, so we've got 2 prototypes. And where are we going to put these on the website?
Well, I kind of figured if people are interested, they could DM us specifically. This is a Boda. So this one has
a defect. It's not.
It's not structural.
Not structural at all. It's
you can
built.
Probably see.
Yeah, there's a drip of edge paint
on
both sides, unfortunately. But you honestly, when you have it on, you can't. No one's gonna really notice it. And obviously, she'll be at a slightly lower price point because of that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Otherwise, these guys, there's absolutely nothing wrong with them.
And then a milled mini Shelby.
Yeah, milled mini Shelby in the Sienna color that we don't carry anymore.
So if you have an interest in these, you can send us a DM on Instagram, and we'll give you a price. Well, I think, so this is normally $800 for...
Yeah, right? For the big Mave. Mm-hmm.
So, prototype... I have to figure that out.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's like the exact... It's what I ended up going with. We just don't do this color anymore.
So yeah. Like maybe like 6.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And then this is normally 8, we'll do 6. And this is normally $390, $200.
All the things that we used to find these information out,
so,
we're using currently.
No. That's what the website's for.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in the Sienna ones, we have these 3. We're just trying to get them out of here.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to look at them anymore.
And we want you to make space on this crazy big wall over here. So yeah, and I think we have a few other things maybe next week we can talk those through too, and see if you guys are interested in picking those up at a lower price point.
Like what? What?
Well, like we've got these
Oh, I need to just get those up, probably.
Yeah, okay. So yeah,
Kind of
that is pretty much everything.
It's like a sad rainy day here, so.
It's like the weirdest weather. Because of that hurricane coming, it's like kind of hot and humid and cloudy and weird.
I want to make one.
No.
What?
Agreed. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's everything. But I'm trying to think if there's anything we forgot.
I'm trying to make 2025 a chiller year.
In what way?
We did. I feel like this year was a little crazy.
Yeah.
Especially the beginning. The first 6 months was wild.
Yeah. It's always kind of wild.
Trying to make 2025 calm.
Interesting.
Oh, the bag wall. First comment didn't go through for some reason. Yeah.
Oh, you want to make one? I made that entire thing.
Sure did.
And then Nick installed it. So I can.
You drilled a lot of little holes there.
I drilled a whole lot of holes and did a whole lot of math.
There's a little bit.
Yeah, there's 2 bits. It's a I never can pronounce it right. Drill.
Forstner? Frostner?
I can't say it. Drill bit. Forstner. That's I think it's an inch. And then there's another little like bit that you attach to like a hand drill that basically turns your hand drill into like a drill press, so it always goes straight down, and you won't end up with like a drill going in or a hole going in at an angle.
It'll be really noticeable if you.
I can like.
There's an N in it, which I think messes everybody
up. I can't say it. But yeah.
Where are you guys located? Pennsylvania.
Yep, just outside
I'm here
Philly.
Live with you asking questions. Yeah, this is what this is for.
So
it's really just a Q&A.
Now the time, if you guys have questions about the new bag, anything we're doing, or comments, anything, please go ahead, because this is what it's for.
Wait, we're supposed to be planning 2025? Come on, Daniel.
We're always planning.
I know.
We're planning and scheming.
We're like into next year, big time. Scheming.
Always.
We pretty much are scheming all the time.
It's true. I'm pretty sure that's my job. Is that what you hired me for?
For scheming.
Scheming.
Schemiologist, scheme specialist. I'd love to see you guys work live. Like in the beginning.
Oh, I'd like to see you guys work live. And we've talked about doing that more too, and we haven't done it.
We haven't done it. It was tough. We moved our area from our work tables to over here to show this.
Any plans for notebook journals? We haven't really considered that.
Is there a specific notebook you like to put in there?
Well, yeah, that's a really, because there are so many, I know that like journaling and all that stuff is like big. Journals. But that could work, especially depending on the size. Yeah, please share any either sizes or types of journals that you're interested in having.
Very simple card wallet would be awesome. Yeah, I think that was, okay. I like it.
Yep. Have you thought about like how you'd want to put this on the website, like small leather goods?
I would probably
like
just create accessories.
Got it.
And then I could put like the Betty Sally and other stuff with it.
Yeah,
also.
That sounds good. Notebook.
Refillable half sheet. Okay.
Write that down. The other thing I was thinking was like a passport.
There's something to me about the functionality of that doesn't make sense. Like, remember when you're going through customs and like it just doesn't feel like it's helpful.
Like they need to take it out and scan it and stuff.
Because they probably just
I don't know. Look at it. I haven't looked at my passport in a while.
And I think that's also the tricky part. Like, there's a bunch of companies that make like small leather goods.
Yes.
So like we were trying to do something obviously that would be different.
That felt like us.
That felt like something that we would make.
Yep.
All that stuff.
Yep. So here's the
Please make a wallet for my mini Bowery with matching leather and grain. Maybe source a thinner and more pliable leather to make them.
So you're probably asking for basically like a Betty or a Sally in the bridle, but a thinner bridle you need to do it.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm assuming you have the bridle Bowery or mini Bowery. Interesting. That would
definitely a thought.
Yeah. Bell Skyver.
I know. She's trying to get me to get a Bell Skyver.
You can make that happen.
Yes, Betty, non-pebble grain. Yep.
Yep, got it.
Betty.
And we've had, I think, a handful of people ask for that.
Yeah. That would be something that would make sense.
Yeah.
Bell Skyver.
Can you get that much in a Bell Skyver?
Get what? What?
Like the size of the Betty, could you get that much off? Like
it wouldn't be for the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
It would be for the
edges.
Bell Skyver's for the edges.
Yeah.
We'd have to get the other machine I was talking about.
Yeah,
which
splitter.
would do the whole thing.
Which is way more expensive.
Yes. Just do it. You'll love it. Bell Skyver.
See? I would love
Bible
it.
covers.
I know. I want it.
See a lot of those out there too, especially
What
like
was
embossed ones. Bible covers.
Oh.
It'd
be nice if I could fit the half-sheet notebook also. They could both work. I don't know if that's possible.
I imagine there's different.
Yeah, I'm sure there are different dimensions.
Need to wait. Needs to match the olive mini Bowery for my wife, which she loves. Oh, I love hearing that. Awesome.
That is awesome. Guys, I have to tell you, the olive right now is looking so pretty.
I know.
The last
what are they doing to it?
batch of hides has just come in much more saturated. I felt like for a little while the olive was a little bit of like a brownish olive, and now it's like, it's real good. We love our Texo SK4. I assume that's a Bell Skyver. Yeah, look at that. So pretty.
Yeah. You need to make me a bag in this.
I wanted to make that new bag in that, remember?
I know. You're probably...
And then you're like, no, you need to make it in bridal first.
Yeah, you do need to make it in bridal
I
first,
do.
But then you can make it in olive.
Do you know what color you want me to do?
Oh, the other thing we were considering for next year was like a different colored interior exterior for the milk collection.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which I'm personally excited about.
Me too. And that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, to test it out.
Yeah, but I should do it in bridal first, you're correct. Do you have a color that you want me to do it in?
You can do in tan. We have all the colors. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, all right. Do we have burgundy? Do you have enough burgundy?
Oh, I went out.
Nope. Need to charge it. Do you
yeah,
have
just got more burgundy, just got more black tan, and we have olive navy.
Okay, great. I feel like I'd want to do it in burgundy and then do the milled one in the olive with a different interior color.
Yeah. Olive and what? What's the inside?
Originally I was thinking black, but...
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. That would be my thoughts.
It's getting weird now.
Of course, it always gets weird this time.
All right. Do you guys have any other questions? We got 2 minutes left.
Does the Charlotte sling
We try to make
bag
these 30 minutes so that we don't
burgundy?
just talk forever.
Yes. We did already pre-order it, right?
No?
We didn't? My brain's broken.
We've done. So we
of
did the Mave, the mini Mave, the Greta, and the Bodas now. Next week is the Bowery and mini Bowery.
Yeah.
So that's coming next. And then this is the Meld, and that's the regular.
Yeah. So this is the burgundy Charlotte sling.
Sorry, it's a little dusty because I was
Yeah,
drawing
he
holes.
was doing all kinds of stuff on my thing there. So yeah, the Charlotte sling is coming in burgundy. Do you know the actual pre-order date for it?
No, not off the top of my head.
Okay. It's coming.
I did send out a newsletter.
And can you see anywhere on the website, like, when it's coming?
I know.
Come on. Yeah, so this
Failing.
in burgundy will be available soon to pre-order. I don't know why I just took the whole thing
I feel
apart.
like it might be after next week, so maybe in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. It's coming. Burgundy looks so good.
See my market show question above.
Oh, we missed it.
Did I miss it?
Market show.
Yes, it's Bell Skyver.
Oh, okay. That's
Texo.
secret. Yeah.
Is it just about the Bell Skyver? 'Cause I've not seen it.
No, they said something about market.
Yeah. Can you ask again? Sorry,
yeah.
it's like
It's not.
went too
I'm
far.
not seeing it.
But anyway, I'm excited about this bag.
Yeah.
The little guy. think it kind of rounds out the collection in a different way.
It does.
And then the next Mave-ish collection for next year in spring will be a large bag. So like that one will really get the whole scope
gamut
of sizes.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it'll look really good. Yeah, sorry, we missed your market question. If there's any way you can put it back into the feed.
What else we got? I feel like we're always missing something.
I also feel that way. I know my stomach is growling. Dun, dun, dun. Nope, still no question coming up. I don't know. I'm sorry if we missed that. We usually love to talk about market stuff, even though we don't do them anymore. Mainly because
Leanne's getting upset about
it. Want to do it. Well, look at this. We could do it.
If
our items seem to be priced too high for
interesting.
The last show.
Well, that's the other factor. So when we started out, not only were our material costs different,
they were much
our price
cheaper.
Points were different.
Yeah. And we haven't changed much. It's just that stuff got more expensive.
Yeah. I do think that, certain things just sell at markets and don't sell online and vice versa. So it's just interesting.
That's very true. Also, my first question is, have you done this market before? Is this like you're doing it again and you sold really well before and now this time people were saying that your prices were too high?
Yeah.
Or is this a new show that you've never done before and like maybe it's just not the right show? Because
a
lot of people end up going and doing shows that just don't make sense. Like you want to be...
There's flea markets out there, there's art shows, there's craft shows.
Some people do farmers markets.
Folk markets. There's all sorts of markets. So if it doesn't match up with your customer, that totally makes sense.
We sold a small item as well. Yes, we're doing it again. New to a holiday show.
Yeah, holiday shows are typically like gifty, smaller items.
Yeah, holiday shows, we actually usually didn't do that well.
They were our worst performing shows for us.
Yes.
I know people generally that have smaller goods that like everyone's buying their stuff.
Shows. Yeah. So typically for a holiday show, you want to have smaller goods, lower price point stuff because people are looking for stocking stuffers, stuff for like people that aren't in their immediate family even, that sort of thing.
And like people do gift, like we have people that gift bags.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as much as...
I just feel like they're not going to a show to purchase it. They're like, they already know from their significant other that this is the bag that they love and want, and so they're just going to order it on our website. It's an indoor market geared towards upscale women. I mean, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
It sounds like a good... I obviously don't know what your stuff looks like because I've not seen it, but yeah. The other thing I would say is it's always good while you're at a market, or if you can even go to the market before you're going to show there,
like
to
as a
go
customer.
And look and act like a customer, go and see what's in all the other booths. Are you at a similar price point with other people? Are you too competitive with someone? Like, is there another company that's making similar stuff as you? That sort of thing. I always like to be at a place where like maybe there's another leather worker, but we make very different stuff. The other reason I love to do that is because if we don't have what they're looking for, I can always be like, hey, but this guy down there has, whatever it might be. But yeah, it's important to kind of like feel out what the vibe is, who the customers are, what the price points are. We're planning to make belts and maybe keychains on the spot. So
people love that.
People love that. Anything you can make in front of them, they're gonna love it. Especially belts. We don't do belts for a very specific reason because we don't do shows. People don't know what size they are. But if you get to do it in person, where you can actually measure someone, you're gonna get it right. Yeah, I think you're thinking in the right direction. So yeah, anything like that's always good. Or if you can have like, I don't know if you have like access to electricity, being that you're indoors, you might be, but if you can do a hot stand.
You have access to electricity?
Well, at the show, like when we're...
I know, I'm just kidding.
That's not what I meant. I meant at the show. If you have like a hot stamp machine and you can
love what you do. I
personalize people's stuff.
The domestic course, what a pity there's no subtitles. Do we not have subtitles?
What? Oh, on YouTube. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I thought there were.
Outside of Dallas, Fort Worth, so people do like
yes,
leather there.
do.
Yes. Thank you, appreciate it, Amanda. Only
oil lamps.
Oh man. How's it going?
Do you have electricity? Yeah.
It's wood burning stoves. Yeah, I think what you're thinking is all the right stuff. Go smaller goods, go anything you can do in front of people. And like I said, ordering a belt online, a lot of people struggle with because people don't know their true size and they don't know how to measure themselves. So if you can help them do that in person, you're going to get a lot of sales that way.
And if I was to guess, generally I think people aren't looking to spend more. Like if you can have if you're doing bags and you're keeping it between like 3 and at the top like 450 is probably a good range for a show, I would think.
For a show, yeah.
I think that's kind of like the in-person show, discover the person, acceptable range, like mentally for a lot of people.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And then also, she always would talk about what makes us different while people were in the booth. Don't like assault them with words, but.
No, I always just had like kind of a really quick little pitch about, you know, that we make everything number one because a lot of people did not think we made the items in the booth. They thought like, oh, we're just like resellers or something like that. And then I would talk about the leather and like why it's like what is veg tan. Most people don't know. So anytime you can inform people on that and like why we're using it, it was always good.
Do all of your bags have reinforcements to them to make them sturdy? How do you determine the thickness of material? Thank you. Angela.
We don't use reinforcement for a very specific reason. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I want our bags to be 100% leather. We use veg tan for the specific reason of like it makes our bags biodegradable in the long run. I mean, but they're also going to last longer because they're veg tan. And the type of leather that we use really doesn't require reinforcement. And any reinforcement that I'm doing is actually more leather. So, for instance, like in the Charlotte bag right here, sling bag, there's another piece of leather sandwiched in between these two pieces of leather to make the lid of the bag nice and sturdy. So I never use like the filler reinforcement that you can buy online. That's like, I don't honestly know what it's made of.
Typically you'll see like with a lot of bags that do have reinforcement, they're using like
really thin,
a 2-ounce leather.
Yeah.
Because it needs to, otherwise it would be floppy.
Right.
And that's just not necessary for veg tan at this thickness.
Yeah, so the thickness that we're using is usually 4.5 to 5 ounce, like generally for our bridal bags, right?
Yeah, about.
Yeah.
And when you start to get up beyond that in thickness, like that really, you have to really consider how you're constructing that thing because it gets beefy and heavy.
Yeah.
And if you go too low, again, it won't be as floppy because it's veg tan, but it might not keep the shape you want that you were intending on designing.
Right.
I agree with belt sizing. I'm thinking some Christmas-related small like ornaments too. Oh yeah.
Yeah. People love that stuff.
I get that all the time. Chunky, nice magnets. Where are they from? These are from Buckle Guy. 100% brass and magnet.
Yeah, and magnet.
All right.
Okay, cool, guys. I think that's it. We gotta get back to work, and we're over time. So, even though we were a little late starting.
Yeah, that was a weird start.
What? It was a great start. We jumped in.
Come on.
Our wall looks
We jumped in.
We showed a new bag. We got it all going on. All right, guys. Yeah. So, any of the things we talked about, just reach out if you have any more questions, because I can't remember everything we talked about.
And last thing.
Yep.
A lot of times around holiday time, we will kind of not do these every week. So that might be coming up too. So we might do every other week or once a month or whatever.
Yeah, especially
depends on production.
Really busy.
Thank you guys. Have a great week. Yep. Thank you.
You too.
We'll see you next week.
Yep. It might be a really exciting week.
Why are you saying that?
I don't know.
Stop.
Okay. I said
You got
nothing.
nothing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing.